Hello, this is Monte Roberts, DXP Realty here in Sacramento, California. So you want to talk about thinking about moving from California to Texas. There's a few things you might want to know before you make the move. Well, we're going to talk about them next. Stay connected. Appreciate you stopping by, and make sure that you subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the bell button, and then you'll get a notification anytime we put up a new video. And the more likes we get, the more videos we put up. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to us, hit the like button, and hit the bell button, and then we'll get into this in just a minute. How you doing, everyone? My name is Monte Roberts. I'm with eXp Realty here in Sacramento, and we're going to talk a little bit about some of the things if you're thinking about moving to Texas from California. Some of the things you might want to think about, some things you might want to encounter that are going to be a little bit different than what you're used to. Number one is probably weather. In Texas, you're going to get some hellacious thunderstorms. It's not going to be a gentle rains like we get here in Sacramento. You're going to see lots of lightning. You're going to see a lot of hail. And you might even see a tornado or two. The tornadoes come during the springtime mostly. And yeah, they can be scary when they come. But it's nothing that you should be so afraid of that you don't want to move there, because I lived there for 43 years. I'm still alive, still kicking, never been hit by a tornado. And I personally don't know of anybody personally that actually got hit by a tornado. Had a few scares here and there, but there's an excellent warning system that comes into play when you're in Texas, because it is a tornado prone deal. So the news channels, all the radios, and there's weather radios that start sending out alarms and beeps and stuff like this to warn you when there's any kind of severe weather around that might produce tornadoes and stuff like that. So you have plenty of time to get to shelters, hide if it's actually something coming directly towards you, which is very seldom that's going to actually happen. But it's something to keep in mind. Also with the weather, it can get quite hot during the summertime with a little bit of humidity added to it, but you're used to that being in California. We get some hot here in Northern California, Sacramento. We get some hot weather also. The only thing is the difference is going to be probably a little bit more humidity that you're going to have to deal with. Another big thing that may bother you moving from Sacramento, and then again, it may be something you embrace, is guns. Texas is an open carry state, which means that anybody that wants to can grab a gun, strap it on, and walk around. Unless, of course, you're a criminal with a criminal background or something like that. But any legal law-abiding citizen without a record, buy a gun, pass a background check, you can strap a gun on, you can walk around on the streets with it. You can strap an AR-15 to your back if you want to. Walk into Target or Kmart or Walmart or whatever. So yeah, that's something you might get used to when you're sitting in a restaurant or something and you look over and you see a guy on one table over from you has a gun strapped to his leg. But you have the same opportunity to do the same for yourself if that's something that you embrace and you want to do. I do recommend it that if you're not used to guns or handling guns, that you get some proper training from it. There's plenty of places in Texas that'll train you on how to use a gun, but please get training on it. Save your life, save somebody else's life. Another thing to consider is taxes. Your tax rate for homes, real estate taxes, is going to be higher in Texas. We're about 1.5% of the value here in California on average. You're 2.5 to 3% in Texas. But house prices are cheaper in Texas. So if you're living in a $500,000–600,000 house here, and you move to Texas and you're buying a $250,000 house, you can see the difference there. 1% of 1.5% of 600,000 compared to 2.5% of $250,000–300,000. There's a big difference, and that's where the cost of living and affordability comes in. Two things that are cheaper in Texas. is that one, there's no income tax. So if you're paying income tax here and you're having to worry about income tax in Texas, you can skip that. Uh, your property taxes are a little bit higher, but that is made up for with the fact that there is no uh, income tax. Uh, insurance, your home insurance is a little bit higher. Reason for that is, as I mentioned before, the weather system. You get the spring hellacious thunderstorms that come in and they drop hail, which ruins roofs, and insurance pays out a lot more in roof repairs and things like that. I can relate to one story when I was a little bit younger. My wife and my kids, we were living in a house in Arlington, Texas, and it was about 2 o'clock in the morning. A hailstorm came through that was powered by about 45 to 50 mile an hour winds behind it, and it came in at an angle and it blew every window in our house out. I had to grab the kids, the wife, and run to the bathroom to hide. It destroyed our roof also. Now here's the good upside to that is that you pay more for insurance, but seldom do you have to pay for your own roof replacement in Texas, because eventually a hailstorm comes along, destroys the roof, the insurance is going to pay the roof to replace the roof, and you got another 25 years of roof that you're good for. So, you know, it can be an upside or a downside depending on what you think about it. Auto insurance, if you carry full coverage on your cars, will be a little bit more. Same reason as aforementioned hail and stuff like that can come in and damage it. As far as cost of living, also gas is lower in Texas, quite a bit lower. I think right now we're under about $5 a gallon here, and it's about $3.50 a gallon there currently. Regulations. There's a lot less regulations in Texas on businesses. So if you're going to start a business, I don't know, if you're retired and you want to move to Texas and start a part-time business or something like that, yeah, it's a great place to do it. Minimum wage is only $7.25 an hour compared to the $12 an hour here. And your regulations are a lot less. Biggie, the main difference between Texas and California is home prices. Sure, there's $1 million homes, and there's $500,000-$700,000 homes that you can buy in Texas. It just depends on the area you want to live. There's also some that are in the $250,000-$300,000 range. They have been seeing a lot of increase in prices and the low inventory, same as we are here in Sacramento. So things have been going up, 20-25% a year there also, and that is predicted to continue the same as it is here. So that's something to consider. I will be doing another video on the cost of living in North Texas, specifically the Dallas-Fort Worth area, DFW. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like this video and you click on the little bell, and then you'll get notified when I put up a new video. But I want you to make sure that you're subscribed for this. If you have any questions about moving to Texas, about the areas in Texas, and you want to discuss things a little bit more, reach out to me. Send me an email, add it in the comments below, or call me on the phone. I'm around. I'd be glad to talk to you. I've been in Sacramento for 5 years. I lived most of my adult life in Texas, so I'm pretty familiar with both areas, and I'll be happy to discuss it with you, give you the good, the bad, the ugly, and see if it's make sure it's a place you want to go and where you want to live, and I'll be glad to guide you. If you want to sell here in Sacramento, I'll be happy to give you evaluations and stuff on your homes here, see if I can help you out in any way, what it's going to cost to sell your home here and how much you'll end up with. And then I've got associates in Texas, in Dallas-Fort Worth area, so forth, that will be happy to help you find some houses there to look at and some things to consider, so that you can do a side-by-side comparison and make sure if you want to make the move and you want to make the jump. Reach out to me, contact me. Again, comment, talk on the phone, send me an email, whatever you want to do. Send smoke signals. However you want to reach out to me, we'll get in touch. We'll discuss it. And I hope this video helped you a little bit and give you a little bit more guidance about things to look out for if you decide to move to Texas. Thanks for stopping.